Alright, so today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. Instead of just like meaningless yapping, I'm going to be doing a tier list of the different Hokages in Naruto. I want to get this out the way before we start. Strength isn't going to be the only factor here. It is going to be a factor, but it's also going to be among other things. Just among like their character, how well they actually did the job of being Hokage, what type of overall bigger impact did they have on the world, stuff like that. So anyways, enough yapping, let's get started. We're going to go in numerical order, so let's start with the first Hokage. And most of you guys who watch Naruto probably know where this is going. We're going to instantly slap him in S tier. Now, not only was the first Hokage the strongest Hokage here, but probably besides Prime Naruto, he's also one of the ones who was the best at his job. He really cared about building peace and just a good environment. He established a Leaf Village. He spread out all the tailed beasts, which I'm not really sure if that was the best decision, but it really shows a lot of courage, and it showed that he like really just cared about like having peace in the world. He defeated Madara Uchiha with the Nine Tails, which is another amazing like battle feat among like all of his other battle feats with the Senju clan. Like, you know he's cold. He's a stone face of the leaf. Like, you already know he's tough. I know all the Hokages are like stone faces, but he's like the original, bruh. He's the first. People nowadays forget how much aura the first Hokage had, bruh. Like, he literally died before Naruto even started, yet his cells are still running the show. Like, his cells are still brought up frequently in Boruto, the show, even after Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, which is insane. Not to mention, in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, they low-key talk about the first Hokage like how they talk about Satoru Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's for a good reason. He had the OP wood style jutsu, he had Sage mode, he had an almost unlimited amount of chakra. It was insane. In the show, they literally show him. He was overpowered since he was young. It was crazy. So all of this, along with the fact he's actually a good person, there's no other reason than to have him in S tier. Now, on to his younger brother, the second Hokage. He is also super fucking strong. Not quite as strong as his brother, but also super strong, and he's also invented a lot of jutsus, like the teleportation jutsu, and also the shadow clone jutsu. As far as his character though, that I can't give him as much props as his brother. Like, I will give him some, because he did give up his life for the Leaf Village, and that you do have to look at that honorably. He gave up his life during war in order to protect his village and the people there, so you have to give him some props for that. But he was super fucking racist. Like, the Naruto community is constantly making jokes, clowning on him, making memes about how racist he is, and his racism towards the Uchihas and stuff like that did have real lasting effects within the Leaf Village and the community. So I can't really say that that was the best and put him in the same like tier as his brother Hashirama, since he's not as strong and he wasn't as good of a person. Because of that, I'm gonna go put him in B tier. I still think he was a pretty decent Hokage, but I don't really think he was up there with like the greats and truly the best. Next up, we have the infamous third Hokage. And if you watch Naruto Shippuden, then you know why this guy's going in F tier. After the fourth Hokage sacrificed his life, sealing the Nine Tails inside of Naruto, and he asked the third Hokage to make sure Naruto is taken care of, Naruto lived a horrible childhood where he was mocked and made fun of by the village and lived in poverty. That was the third Hokage's fault. Orochimaru attacking the village and interrupting the Chunin exams and like destroying the village and killing a bunch of people, that was also during the third Hokage's reign. Everything with Danzo that led to like the quote-unquote coup with Itachi having to kill his whole family and everything, all of that was during the third Hokage, and he's who almost everyone considers to be the worst Hokage in Konoha, or the Leaf Village. He's also the weakest Hokage yet compared to the first and the second Hokage. So because of all that, here in a nice cozy spot in F tier. Next we have the fourth Hokage. Now, rating the fourth Hokage is kind of hard because he died not too long after he was elected into the position, so it's kind of hard to rank him compared to the others that had longer like runs. As far as strength, he definitely has it down. He was literally referred to as the fastest ninja. When we saw the Raikage, he'd get introduced in Shippuden, he literally couldn't stop glazing him. When we saw him during the war arc, he was obviously super cold. And from what we have seen of his character, he does seem like a genuinely good person, but we haven't seen too much to tell for sure. So because of all that, I'm going to put him in A tier. I just can't say he's did enough or is strong enough to be up there with Hashirama. Next we have the 5th Hokage, and oh my god, I've been wanting to talk about her. I feel like the 5th Hokage is personally underhated. Tsunade did a horrible job of being Hokage. People criticize the 3rd Hokage for letting Orochimaru invade the Leaf Village and interrupt the Chonin exams. But at least when Orochimaru did that, the 3rd Hokage was the one fighting Orochimaru. When Pain came and destroyed the whole Leaf Village, it was Naruto who had to fight Pain, basically doing Tsunade's job. Tsunade healed people, but she still wasn't on the front lines fighting. In the 4th Great Ninja War, she got whooped by Madara, someone who her grandpa was able to defeat, and then not after that, yet again, she was able to heal people and help, but Naruto and other members of the Leaf Village were still doing significantly more than her. During the rebuilding process, it was mainly Yamato, not really her doing a lot. Her leadership during her 10 years as Hokage was just overall horrible. When Sasuke left the village to go to Orochimaru, she literally sent a group of Genin after him. Instead of a group of Chonin or Jonin or anyone actually strong, she sent Genin to tackle this serious issue. Talk about the village short-staffed. Bro, create a shadow clone and you go then or something. I don't know, figure something out. Like, you are literally the Hokage. You have to have shit prepped for this. And now some people trying to defend Tsunade will be like, oh, she didn't want to be Hokage in the first place. But that even just shows her lack of loyalty to the village, making her look even worse. Your village just got attacked by like your best friend who betrayed you and killed a bunch of people, and you, instead of doing everything to help, you want to drink and gamble? Like, what? Not to mention, she also sent Jiraiya on the mission that sent him to his death, and then she want to act like she loved him after he died. Like, if you liked him, then why didn't you tell him why he was alive? You had so much time and you knew he wanted you. What? Tsunade's whole character throughout the show just pissed me off a lot, I'm not gonna lie. She's just as bad as the 3rd Hokage, F tier. Next we have the 6th Hokage, Kakashi, and Kakashi, just like Tsunade, also didn't want to be Hokage really, but you know what, he still fucking stepped up. Even though he was really just a placeholder for Naruto, he still did a pretty decent job, and for the most part kept the village safe, helped it rebuild after the 4th Great Ninja War, did his part even though he didn't want to, and at least did the bare minimum of sorting things out. Now I still don't like how he kind of just like let Orochimaru get off, still kind of didn't really punish Sasuke, still kind of just didn't really manage some other things. Still, like, there was an asteroid about to destroy the village and he kind of had to rely on Sasuke last minute to destroy it, which wasn't really planned, and just a bunch of like other just like small nitpicky things, but for the most part he still kept the village safe in time for Naruto's transition. So I'm gonna give him an A tier along with Minato. And now we get to the MC himself, the 7th Hokage, Naruto Uzumaki. And now I will admit, maybe I am a bit biased because he's the main character of this show, but personally I'm gonna put him in S tier along with Hashirama. But before y'all criticize, because for some reason in recent times it's cool to hate on Naruto for some reason, let's just list out his feats real quick. At age 13 he stopped Gaara and the One-Tails from crashing out and killing a bunch of people and possibly destroying the village. At age 16 he protected everyone in the village and defeated Pain. He did a bunch of minor shit in between then, but we're just gonna focus on the bigger super massive feats here. He put the fucking world on his back during the 4th Great Ninja War, saved the war after the 4th Great Ninja War was over, created an alliance between the 4 villages. During Naruto's time as Hokage, there was an amazing long era of peace that hasn't been seen in a very long time in the ninja world, if ever. Not to mention he's the strongest on this list. So because of all that, I can't really find a reason why not to put him in S tier. There's a reason the show's called Naruto. But anyways, that's the finished tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this new kind of video. If you guys want more tier lists, obviously, feel free to comment down below and I'll definitely do them. This was a lot of fun. Sorry I haven't been posting as much. I've been really busy with school, but I'm gonna come back and start posting more for sure. But that's about it. Thanks for 42 subs and have a good day. Peace.